Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets, outside in the crazy sun, still barbecuing, and just wrapped my beef ribs, having another beer. So this, guys, is from Firestone Walker, and this is one I've meant to review for a long time, actually, but I never got around to because we haven't really gotten Firestone Walker in Denmark until recently. But this is the Firestone Walker Nitro Merlin Milk Stout. So they're known for their Merlin, Velvet Merlin. Very nice milk stout from Firestone Walker. They even do like a barrel-aged imperial version. Maybe that's Velvet Merlin. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I saw this. I was actually buying some Rauchbier for making Haxe, which is like a Bavarian or a Franconian specialty. Also Bavarian. It's pork knuckle that I braised in Rauchbier and that I then roasted afterwards. It turned out amazing. But this web shop also had this, and I haven't seen this in Denmark for ages, so I bought it. But what frickin' bugs me about this company that imports it is that they're notorious for selling old beer. This was canned on the 6th of June last year. Today's the 6th? Come on, man. I'm gonna say the company name. It's One Pint. One Pint in Denmark are notorious for selling old beer. Like whenever you go to supermarkets or whatever, whenever I see beer from these guys, I just skip it. It's at least 4 to 6 months old. All the time. Even new shipments. The only stuff I've seen from them fresh has been German wheat beer, pretty much, which is just such a shame. Like, when you have a company like this, Firestone, they also don't import the hype stuff. They only import, like, cans. They haven't done any, like, parabola or any of the stuff like that on bottles, which is such a shame. And then you get this, and I paid 35 crowns, not expensive, but for a can of old beer, I really hope it's going to hold up. Since it's a stout, I'm thinking, and it's just a few days, it's going to be okay, like a milk stout, but I think it's such a shame, because I know I really enjoy the Merlin beers from Firestone, so this is going to be an interesting test of time. I got another beer from this company, distribution company, to do a science video for you guys of another old Firestone beer. It's over a year old. It's an IPA. The fuck? Come on, One Pint. They even just launched a web shop for cans. I hope they're doing fresh cans and not just using it as an opportunity to sell old cans. I mean, it's such a shame. They have some cool brands, and I just wish for them. And they even do cold storage. But can't you just get fresher beer? I really hope it's not the case of them just buying too much or getting beer cheaper because it's almost, it's 6 months old. It's just a little rant here against that company. Not to be a dick about it, but come on. Fresh beer is best beer. That's just how it is. Like, I bought it and it was like almost gone past its due. Such a shame. It's the same in supermarkets. It's the same company that also has Brewdog. I currently was hanging out with some friends and we were drinking. They brought some Brewdog, and the bottles were like 1.5 years old and expired from the supermarket. I know it's also the supermarket's fault for not getting it sold, I guess, but it's One Pint that distributes it. It's such a shame. So let's dive into a year-old glass of Velvet Merlin. I mean, it does look nice. It's the nitro can, so when you pour it, you have to do the shaking, pour really hard, and you get that Guinness-type cascading effect where it just, like, fills up the glass and just you get that, like, really nice, thick-looking, mocha-colored head. It's not pitch black, actually. It's, like, really, really dark brown when you hold it up to the light. It looks black here, but with the light, it's more of a dark brown. I haven't had this in a long time either. It's 5.5% brewed with, lactose. And it says, barley, barley, wheat, rye, and corn. Corn? What? Firestone Walker using corn? I don't think I've ever heard that. Huh. Well, let's check out the aroma. Smells like old beer. This is so not fair for Firestone Walker. Seriously. There's a hint of sweet lactose, but it's just like lacking on every aroma component. I know cans make it hold up better, but I don't even know how the storage condition's been in the shop for this than when I bought it. Like, it's mildly lactosey and toasty. That's all. And it's slightly, like, papery, oxidized. Even though, well, I guess that can also happen in a can. Okay, let's just do it. Cheers. That's such a fucking shame. I've had this beer on draft, and I think it's really, really decent milk stout. It just tastes like beer that's been sitting out too hot, like too hot for too long. It's a shame to review this, to be honest. It's just not fair for the brewery. If I was a brewer and I knew a company who distributes my beer sold it at that age, I'd be pretty pissed. Slightly lactosey sweet, nothing crazy. Slightly vanilla-y, toasty, bready, roasty, but it just tastes like all flavors subdued, and it's got like this papery, oxidized thing, like, yeah, or cardboard, wet cardboard, just lightly, with all the toasty malt. It's such a shame because it tastes like there was, when fresher, a good beer in here. And also 5.5%, you know, a year max for a beer like that. But I'd say 6 months, and then it's also already downhill, even though it's a dark beer. But it's a light beer. I'm not going to rate it. I don't think it's fair to the brewer. But I don't want to finish it, to be honest. It's very papery and cardboardy. Which is a real fucking shame, because I remember having this on draft, really enjoying it. Yeah, I'm not going to finish that. What a disappointment. 1 pint. Please, please stop selling old beer. Please. Start looking into getting fresh beer. Maybe you have crazy giant stock. I don't know. Do some kind of mega sale like you did with this lockdown and selling stuff instead. That was a good idea. They did like super cheap stuff. I did a review of a can of Versali, which was also close to expire. They did in a sale like that, but also from Firestone. But yeah, so, yeah, I'm not going to rate it because it's not fair to the brewer. So, Firestone Walker. Because this is definitely not how the beer was supposed to be tasting. You can taste that like that. Like, I would rate it if it was tasting like it's supposed to be with, like, loads of off flavors. Then I'd probably give a grade, but this is just not fair, especially when the distribution company's so slow in getting it out there. I don't know even though when they got it to the country, but it's a shame. So, yeah, if you guys had a chance to try Firestone Walker Merlin Fresh, let me know what you thought of it. As always, comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'm going to say cheers without drinking any of papery, cardboardy milk stout. And see you guys in another beer review.